Did you ever walk away from a conversation thinking, now wait a minute, am I losing my mind here? That's usually how gaslighting starts. Not with some dramatic movie scene, or not with somebody twirling a mustache and plotting evil against you. It usually starts small. Little comments, tiny denials. Somebody constantly shifting reality just enough to make you question yourself. Gaslighting is psychological manipulation, pure and simple. But honestly, it works because most decent people assume other people are being honest. You naturally trust your own memories less when somebody keeps confidently telling you that your own perceptions are wrong. A gaslighter might say things like, I never said that. You're being too sensitive. Or you always overreact like this. That's not what happened. You're just imagining things. Now here's the important part. Everybody disagrees sometimes. Everybody remembers everything differently once in a while. That's normal human behavior. But gaslighting is different because it's a pattern. The goal is control. The goal is to make you doubt your own reality so it's easier to manipulate you. And over time it works. You stop trusting your instincts. You start second-guessing your memory. You replay conversations over and over in your head, wondering where things went wrong. You start apologizing for things you didn't even do. You become anxious before bringing up concerns because you already know somehow the conversation is going to get turned around on you. That's one of the biggest signs of gaslighting, the confusion that it causes. Healthy communication usually brings about clarity, even during conflict. Gaslighting, on the other hand, creates fog. You leave conversations more confused than when you started them. Now here's where mindfulness becomes important. Mindfulness helps you to reconnect with your own direct experience instead of somebody else's rewritten version of reality. It teaches you to slow down long enough to notice what's actually happening inside of you. What did you hear? What did you feel? What happened before you started doubting yourself? Gaslighting disconnects you from yourself, and mindfulness reconnects you. And I want to say something that a lot of people need to hear. Having feelings doesn't make you irrational. Being hurt doesn't make you weak. Questioning harmful behavior doesn't make you crazy. A lot of gaslighting works because people are taught to distrust their emotional responses. But emotions are information. They may not always tell you the whole story, but they often tell you that something important needs your attention. Now, sometimes gaslighting happens in romantic relationships, sometimes in families, sometimes in the workplace, sometimes even in religious systems. And sometimes people don't even realize they're doing it because they learned manipulative behavior growing up. But intentional or not, the impact can still be damaging. One thing I often tell people is pay attention to the patterns and not to the isolated incidents. Anybody can make a mistake. Anybody can forget something. But if somebody consistently denies your reality, minimizes your feelings or shifts blame and leaves you feeling emotionally disoriented, that's a major red flag. And the healing starts when you begin trusting yourself again. That trust might mean journaling conversations. It might mean talking with supportive people. It might mean therapy. It might mean spending time in nature where your nervous system can finally settle down enough to hear your own thoughts clearly again. Nature has a way of grounding us back to what's real. The wind doesn't gaslight you. The trees don't try to manipulate you. A river doesn't tell you that your experiences didn't happen. Sometimes sitting quietly outdoors helps you to reconnect with your own inner compass, better than endless arguments ever will. And remember this, you're allowed to trust your own perceptions. You're allowed to set your own boundaries. You're allowed to walk away from conversations that constantly distort your perception of reality. Because healthy relationships are built on honesty, accountability, and mutual respect, and not on confusion or self-doubt. I'm Dr. Charlton Hall for Mindful Moments. Take care of yourself and spend some time outdoors today if you can. Hi, this is Dr. Charlton Hall. I'm the Executive Director of the Mindful Ecotherapy Center. If you're enjoying our videos, please don't forget to subscribe and tap the notification bell to be informed when new videos are released. You can also learn more about the work of the Mindful Ecotherapy Center by visiting our website at mindfulecotherapy.org.